what's up? I was about to do a PSA, but then the PSAs don't even matter because if you're blocked, you're not going to be able to hear this. So, never mind. No, I just got a notification from my Ooh La La shop, and people stay doing this. They'll message my other pages, and they'd be like, yeah, unblock me. They'd be like, oh, I like this comment, and then I got blocked. Like, no.
Listen.
Now I'm going to block you on the other pages, too. Thank you.
Why are you trying to creep in?
I know. Like, no, I will not unblock you. Anyway. Hey, guys.
What up, y'all? MetLife Stadium is not in New York.
Bye, Beefler. He wants that smoke. Yo, that be getting me tight the whole time I'm watching the wrestling pay-per-view. And they were like, yeah, MetLife Stadium in New York in April. I was like, no.
Like,
East Rutherford, New Jersey. Thank you.
Exactly. NJ all day.
But I wanted to talk about the whole Jussie thing really quick before we get. I know you're sick of it.
Lala, hey, can we talk about it? I'll let Lala talk about it. But I just got home from work, so I didn't see Love and Hip Hop. So you're gonna have to do the Love and Hip Hop, and I'll check.
Okay.
Okay.
It was okay tonight, but the whole Jussie thing is just like Jussie. How you pronounce his last name? Smollett.
Smollett.
If you guys don't know, if you're living under a rock, but this is like all over social media. Even Trump, little hands bitch, he said I want to choke him.
Lord.
Even Trump tweeted about it, so it was like national news. So he's a gay actor and he plays in Empire, and he was in Chicago recently. I forgot the date already.
I think they filmed Empire in Chicago.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's one of the scenes. Okay, yeah, one of the locations. Mm-hmm. So he was in Chicago, and it was like crazy late at night, like what, 2 a.m, 3 a.m? Mm-hmm. And then he claimed he was going to Subway to get some food. Mind you, a lot of people at first was like, nah, he lying off the rip because ain't no Subways open, at 2 a.m. in the morning. Chicago has 24-hour Subways. There's a lot of places that have that. North New Jersey has 24-hour Subways, which is near Rutgers. So that's not like too out of the ordinary. But the fact was, like Beefler said, it was like negative 50 degrees that day. It's like, bruh.
It was mad.
You are a celebrity, okay? You got Uber Eats. You got all this stuff. And you walk in, you on a hit show on Fox Empire, and you walking out in the middle of the night to get some damn Subway? Really? You can't pay someone to go do it? You don't have an assistant? You can't call Uber Eats? It's just real from the jump. And I didn't want to post my opinion I know I do post my opinion on a lot of things, but I was like, you know what? I'm going to just leave this alone and stick to what people are posting, like the news medias and stuff. Because I was like, I don't want to come off too harsh because then people are going to be like, oh, Lala, you cancel, the cancel culture. But immediately I was like, this story is complete bullshit. From the jump. But I was like, I'm not going to say that. I'm just going to post what the media outlets are posting. So then fast forward or whatever, he said like he got bleach poured on him. A noose around his neck. He got beat up, but let's not forget he fought the fuck back. Then he did a press conference after the fact. Everyone's feeling sorry for him. Oh, he also said that the people yelled out, "This is MAGA country" or something like that, right? So, assuming that his attackers were white, right? So then he did a whole news conference, and he was calling himself the gay Tupac. I was like, what? What on the next Empire is this? Like, what is going on?
It was like novella. Like,
it's crazy. So now the recent update is basically that his so-called attackers, now they're saying it's these 2 Nigerian guys who guest starred on Empire, and they're cooperating with the police, and they're saying that Jussie hired them to get the rope and the bleach. So it was all staged, allegedly. I got to throw out allegedly. So there's some people that are on the fence because they're like, Chicago PD, they're racist. They could be lying, trying to make Jussie look bad and stuff. But my opinion, that's in my gut, is telling me that this story is bullcrap. So
I just, so awesome. you guys don't know, Awesome is my fiance. We do a podcast.
Fiance.
And so the first day, he's like, look at this story. And he had very similar thoughts that you did, Lala. He was like, this is fake. And I was like, don't say that because, like, you know, black men are getting taken advantage of. I was like, it's so hard out here, even though it sounds like it's really crazy. First of all, for him being a black man and him being part of the GLBTQ community, we need to support him until we find out otherwise. I was like, because honestly, they're trying to, they kill our men, right? Like, so I was on something like that. I was like, let's not say that. I still was on my soapbox. I was like, you know, there's crazy stuff that happens out there. But then people started being like, putting the pieces together. And Austin was like, nah, this is a little too crazy. Like, and then so I was following Breakfast Club. I think Charlamagne said Lee Daniels had tweeted something out and deleted it. So then people were like, is this the hype up for like a new thing with, like, is this stage for something with Empire? Lee Daniels never spoke about whatever he posted on Instagram. Then Taraji comes out and was like, we need to support Jussie. Go stream his music.
Wait, she said that?
Yes. So then
Taraji, girl.
It's like the best way to defend hate crimes is to put us at the top. You know, go and stream his music. Let's make Jussie great. And I'm like...
And let's not forget the new season of Empire airs or something. I'm surprised one of them didn't do that.
I was like... But then also, I feel like, not that Taraji's old, but I think there's been a couple of times Taraji has said things on social media where it was misconstrued. So I was like, all right. I was like, okay. But then when today the two Nigerian guys were actually extras on the show Empire, I'm like, it's so much damage to be done if this isn't a true story, right? And
that's a crime.
That is a crime.
You can't be out there making false police reports like that. Exactly. That's like, I know someone who did like a false like Geico thing, saying someone hit their car, but they hit the car. Like you can't make up stuff like that. And I'm like, he is doing a bad acting job. I'm like, nah. This is so bad. And it's going to make us look bad. And then now you got Trump on Twitter having a field day about it. It's about like, come on, Jussie, come on.
Yeah.
Hey, Pisces girl.
We never get, hey, Pisces girl. We never get ahead. We're always trying to catch up as a culture. We're all, especially like the LGBTQ community, like, they're always trying to catch up too. So now you're an African-American gay male. You're never going to get ahead in society's eyes, right? Even though he was a celebrity and he's a star, like in society's eyes, you're supposed to be a pillar. You're supposed to be a figure for our community. And if you're doing some sick thing like this, allegedly making up a plan, you went on Good Morning America, you're wasting people's time. Like, that to me is...
And you're making people look dumb as hell because you got people co-signing you, these celebs, saying, oh my God, these people need to be caught, these Trump supporters and all this stuff. And they all look stupid. It's like, all y'all got his back and he's lying? Like... there's like 10% of me that wants to give him the benefit of the doubt and be like, all right, everyone keeps saying Chicago PD is so racist. Maybe they're lying on the guy, but just from the jump, I was just like, this story is some BS. I was like, exactly. If he planned it, he needs to confess. And he turned off them comments on his Instagram page real quick.
That's what I was when Lala was like, hey, let's talk about it. I'm like, I'm so over it because it's so outlandish. And if he is not going to come out and tell the truth, I just feel like this is one of those things that's going to hang out there forever. Like, and it's going to be used as ammunition against us. Like, it's going to be like, well, so I need somebody to either confess that it's not real or confess that it is real so we can lay this to bed because people are just going to go in it around and around in circles over this.
People blaming Lee Daniels already, too.
I'm telling you.
You know what's crazy? I talked to him on the phone before. Him and Tyrese. Yeah, it was like one of those like blogger conference calls, and we all got our chance to have like an allotted time slot to like ask questions and interview them. It was for the show Star, which honestly I never watched until I had to do the interview. So I was like, let me watch an episode so I know what the hell I'm asking, what I'm talking about. So I got to be in a three-way conversation with Lee Daniels and with Tyrese. Now this is before this happened, and this is before Tyrese was like, what more do you want from me?
Oh yeah. Oh my God.
But I was like, damn, like, you know, you talking to people or meeting certain celebrities and stuff, and then things like this happen. You're just like, damn, yo, like. Yeah. But I don't know.
I still want to know who was driving Terrence J's car too, because they swept that right under the rug, and still ain't nobody seen who crashed that car up.
I was on that for a minute. I finally let it go. Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
That got that really went away.
Yeah, it be these PR people. It be the publicists.
Well, he got a good PR person then, because ain't nobody talking about it.
And Golden Barbie, his girlfriend, who I love, I used to think they were the cutest little couple. She just kept.
Wait, is it the same chick, the one who was in the car with him?
I don't know. Like, it wasn't her. He was cheating on her, allegedly.
Okay, so they're not together anymore.
I ain't. If they are, they on the low, because they used to be in each other's pictures all the time. I ain't seen their pictures together in a long, long time.
Have you watched that new show Boomerang on BET?
No.
Oh, okay. I don't know if you guys watched it. I know a lot of people are like, oh, BET is canceled because of the whole Nicki Minaj thing. Well, it ain't canceled for me, so I watched Boomerang. And it was good. It's a decent show. It's like a spinoff from the movie. Yeah. But like a more like up-to-date version with like millennials and like the work field and like relationships and stuff like that. Lala Milan is on there. Okay. Y'all know, yeah. She's like an Instagram star, so she's on there. I don't know the other actors and actresses.
Is this
but you think it sucks?
Layla Waithe was producing, or is that different?
I don't know who's producing it. I recorded it because I'm like, that and American Soul. I started watching American Soul, like the whole like Don Cornelius thing and Soul Train. Yeah. So I'm like too in with that. I forgot how many parts is to that series. And then Boomerang started, and it was like 2 30-minute episodes. So then I like knocked that off. But I thought it was good. I feel like the show has potential. I don't know. Maybe I feel like I'm so desperate. I need a show like that because Being Mary Jane's going off. They canceled the quad. Love Is got axed on the OWN network. So I'm just like, damn, I really want like a good black show with like that shows love. I mean, Boomerang doesn't have a lot of like love like stories in the script right now. Like it seems like there's potential for the setup, but there's this one chick and she seems like she's like a player kind of, like she kind of just sleeps around, and she's a Pisces, and I appreciate how they threw shade at Pisces on the show. I don't know. The guy was in bed with her. I posted the clip and he was like, y'all damn Pisces never know what you want, always wish-washy. I was just like, wait, what? I was like, is one of the writers like, y'all salty over a Pisces or something? That didn't make no sense. They like threw that in there. Oh, that's right. Yeah, Halle Berry. Okay. They produced it. Gotcha. Oh, nice. Okay. I think it's worth a check out. Boomerang seems good.
Real quick, did you watch, this is not a reality show, but it's almost a reality show. Did you watch Abducted in Plain Sight on Netflix?
Abducted in Plain Sight. Was that that show?
It's like a documentary style movie.
I think that's the show. Someone just told me to watch that. Yeah. That's on my list.
Okay, so you watch it, Lala, and then when you watch it, we'll talk about it on here. Because it's wild, okay?
I'm going to watch it this weekend.
It's wild. I was like, and like, it's so crazy because Austin was like, I cannot watch, like, it gets to a certain point. He's like, nah, turn it off. And I was like, nah, we got to keep watching to see how crazy it is. So we'll catch up on that when you watch it. It's good. It's good.
Is that the one where the man is married to I saw some crazy meme. A man's married to a woman, but then the woman is with his daughter. Some crazy twisted.
Yeah, so it's like like a thick twisted triangle thing. Yeah. Like,
is this real?
It's so crazy. It is. It's insane.
But is it real or like it's fake?
It's a true story.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Okay. I'm going to check it out. Did you get to Love and Marriage Huntsville yet?
No, I watched the first episode, and it is real good, but I'm like 2 or 3 episodes behind now. I gotta catch up again.
I haven't watched any more since the first 2, but I've been meaning to get to it. It's so many shows, y'all. It's so many shows. Someone mentioned Power. Yeah, that always comes back in the summer. And then Being Mary Jane's wrapping up the finale movies in, April. And then I saw something about Big Little Lies. I don't know if y'all watched that with Nicole Kidman. And who else is on there? Is it Zoe Kravitz?
Oh, really?
Yeah, that was a good show. Season 2, that's coming back. Yeah, we're gonna get to Love after Lockup. But what was I gonna talk about? Oh, so Love and Hip Hop New York, right? Yeah. So Yandy and Kimbella had this, they were like in Costa Rica for Juju. And then Yandy's been avoiding Kimbella this whole trip. They finally come face to face and they talk. And then Yandy's like, oh, this is why I'm mad at you. You're talking about my kids. You have my kids' names in your mouth. And Kimbella straight up lied, talking about I wasn't talking about your kids. I said this. Something's on my throat. But, yeah, so Kimbella basically was just trying to say, Yandy, you're using your kids for clout, like the whole adoption story.
Yeah.
And then she was like, she turned it around and was like, now you're trying to use this to play victim. And we still got issues about the last thing. I'm like, what the hell? So Kimbella's still on what happened like a season or 2 ago when they popped up at Mendice's baby mama's party or something. So Yandy was like, what? I was like, yo, this storyline is so dry and so annoying. Like the beef that they have going on is, I'm like, really? You agree with Kimbella? It's annoying though. Like
I feel like for as long as they've been friends and what he was arguing about, they shouldn't have brought that as a storyline on the show. So I didn't see an episode. I seen like some clips real quick before I jumped in. I didn't see the full episode. But regardless, at the end of the day, Yandy is who Yandy is, and Yandy's been like that since she's been on television. Yandy's about Yandy, and Yandy's about Yandy. So she don't have no loyalty to anything but that and her man and her kids. So Kimbella being like, you're not being a good friend. You didn't check on me when Jules got locked up, this, that, and the third. That's not who Yandy has ever been. Yandy, that season when she was arguing with the baby's moms, I was over Yandy. Like, I get what she tries to do with her girls love everything, that women's empowerment, all that. I'm all about that. But the way that she was acting towards them kids and the other baby's moms, and you wasn't even legally married to men, DC's talking about you the wife, it don't matter if y'all married. Girl, good night.
But then they weren't really married.
Like, come on.
We don't even see little Mendices anymore. You notice that?
Well, she don't be with him anymore.
Yeah. But so
I think, what's the girl's name? Samantha. I think she's just done with Yandy. I think she was done with the whole Love and Hip Hop thing. And Little Mendices can't be the only storyline. Like, that can't be her sole reason of being on the show. So, people.
Yandy is an original. Like, I can't believe, like, she legit has been on that show since the beginning. And Love and Hip Hop New York started it off. She's been on there since Jim Jones and Chrissy. And I'm like, you are still dragging it out. Like, your husband is in jail. He's not even on the show anymore. And it's like every season you still pop up and manage to somehow get a storyline, corny or not, but she's still on the show. I mean, kudos for her. This is like a full-time job of getting checks of having a dry-ass storyline.
She got to be under contract because it got to be something like, and this is no shade, a check is a check. But if Yandy was getting the type of money, if she was getting a certain type of money, let me not say that, because all checks aren't good checks. Let's remember that. Yeah. Let's be very clear. If that's damaging your brand and she's about getting money in different revenue streams, she doesn't have to do Love and Hip Hop. It makes me believe that she got to do Love and Hip Hop because that would be a significant amount of her income that would be cut out of her life. Which I'm not worried. I'm not saying don't get your check. Just do something else in your storyline, like that. Like we done with the beef. Like we get it.
Well, I found it interesting because remember we were like, oh, they're probably cool now because Kimbella had her in her wedding as a bridesmaid. Well, supposedly, good night, Mr. Tax Pro. Oh, you live in Patterson? Okay, neighbor.
Nice.
What was I saying? Oh, yeah. So Kimbella had Yandy in her wedding, but it seems like they're not cool because I was reading something on Gossip, and Yandy recently did an interview with them, and she said that she draws the line on her kids, and it's something that's unforgivable to her. And she said, yes, I was in the wedding. I stood by her side, and I was happy to be there. But she said, I definitely felt proud to be there, but that was a week and a half before that episode aired. And she said to use a child as a pawn to insult her character is wrong. So her and Kimbella seem like they're not friends.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, at this moment, even though she was in her wedding. And then Kimbella blocked my blog, so I had to go on my personal page and look. And it looked like she was throwing some like subliminal memes. I think that's probably directed at Yandy. So I'm like, here they go again. Lord. So Mona just gonna drag this shit into next season probably.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, but I don't think they're cool right now. And then what else happens? There was a really weird scene. So they had Mano, Joe Budden, and who was the other one? Safari. And they were on the beach in Costa Rica, but the water wasn't moving. I posted the clip, and it looked hella suspect. I was like, yeah, they were supposed to be surfboarding, but the water was still.
I was like, what is going on here?
Like, I was listening to Joe, because he's like, being funny about the whole marriage thing with Sin. He's like, oh, Sin's looking for rings. We only been together for 3 years. Kimbella did a whole damn bid, was with Jewels for 10 years. And I'm like, what are you trying to say, Joe? You want your girl to do 7 more years with you before you propose? And so I'm like trying to listen and pay attention. I was like, why isn't the water moving?
Yeah. So
weird. But yeah, I don't know if that was staged or not. And then Safari and Juju got their little issues. But that just makes me think that, obviously he was with Erica Mena at the time. But in the back of my mind, like last season, I always thought Juju and Safari would get together. So that kind of sucks.
I just really want Juju to get back with Cam. I'm like, y'all was together for
really?
Yo, I used to be so invested in their relationship. Like, I used to follow them both on Instagram. I would watch the little skits and movies that they would do. And I'm like, how y'all ain't work out? I was rooting for y'all. I was rooting for them.
Nah. He took Twitter's funny as hell. Someone was like, if you don't know after 3 years and a baby if you want to marry me or not, let me fucking go. Talking about Joe. Someone else said, another man who thinks a woman is good enough to impregnate and shack up with, but not married. Okay, ladies, keep giving away the milk for free and acting shocked when they're waiting a million years to buy the cow.
Listen.
Damn, that's some truth, though.
That's a lot of truth.
Yeah. And then they had Miracle on there with Rich Dollars, and she is just not that bright. Like, sis, you're about to be locked up.
She doing a lot. She doing a lot with a little bit.
I just can't. Like, the storylines, they're boring. Then, Love and Hip Hop Miami comes on afterwards, and I'm just like, time to turn the TV off.
I can't do Love and Hip Hop Miami. I really can't. Like, I can't get into it.
Did you watch, I guess we was talking about Love After Lockup? Because ain't nothing else really going on with Love and Hip Hop. Oh, except that Remy Ma's supposed to have her baby in 2 weeks on the show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I just saw a picture of her recently. She snapped back really nice.
She was skinny when she was pregnant. I was like...
Yeah. I don't know if it was the angle. She's like an angle master or something, but she's looking real good.
She was.
But Love After Lockup, so this crazy-ass show. Did you watch it?
I saw a little bit of it. I was trying to catch, like, kind of skim through it. But I mean, the thing with Caitlyn's mom, that was like...
Oh, yeah, her mom. That is some reality for her ass. Yeah. Because
she was beefing with her mom. Like, she threw...
The mom was the one that came to the restaurant, right? And she flung the phone?
Mm-hmm.
She, like, I'm not trying to, like, make her feel, like, even more down, but she should feel like shit.
Yeah.
Because here you are chasing after this jailbird who ain't about shit. He just wants to stay at home, not work, and be a bum, and go back to jail, which I heard he did go back to jail. I don't know if he's currently in jail, Matt. But you're chasing after this jailbird bum, and then giving your mom an attitude. You move out the house because your mom doesn't support the relationship, and then your mom dies.
Yeah.
Like, you should feel like shit.
That's super crazy. Like, you know, that is, and she's a little bit older, but nobody ever prepared, no matter even how crazy your relationship is with your parents, for you to hear the words like, hey, your parent is dead, your mom is dead, your dad is dead. And I know she had to feel bad. I know her mom was dealing with some addiction problems. I know her relationship was pretty strained with her mom, but you know, to instantly like not be prepared. Like, you know, like she said, my mom didn't have cancer. She didn't have anything, illnesses. Like what was it? Was it a ruptured brain aneurysm?
Oh, she said her mom was complaining of a headache or something.
Yeah.
And then went to bed with a headache, which is something I've done plenty of times. So that like kind of scared me. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And just didn't wake up.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, whoa. Yeah.
Yeah, you definitely have to be careful. I scream this all the time. Don't let little things as you get older be like, it's just a headache. It's just this. Well, you know, we always do that. It's just that. It's just this.
Yeah.
Take care of yourselves because you never, ever, ever know what's going on. You just don't know.
Yeah. Well, I get caffeine headaches if I don't have my coffee every day. So it's like I already know what it is.
Well, that's a little different.
Get the withdrawal headaches. It's serious. But yeah, so now she's dealing with that. And then there is Clint. I was like, what's his name?
Oh,
Clint's ass.
What the hell, Clint? Clint is a whole mess.
So Tracy finally called Clint, and her ass is back in prison. Supposedly she was driving, I guess speeding. The cops pulled her over and realized that I guess she's on parole or something. Yeah. Oh, she had a parole violation, and so they put her back in jail, and she doesn't have bond yet. And she's like talking to Clint on the phone. She's like, I have a really bad addiction and blah, blah, blah. And then Clint's like, oh, I have to get my goddess out of jail. And I was like, dude, you still ride or die for this chick?
He loved it her. That's loved it. Like, he loved
I need me a Clint. I need me no matter what I do. If I clear out your bank accounts like Lizzie, if I smoke crack, if I sleep with another dude, you're going to have my back. I need me a Clint.
Everything going on
because he is crazy over love. And he like just literally met her, his wife. Yeah. That don't make no sense. Damn.
Don't make no sense.
But, oh, and then Scott and Lizzie.
What's
so
going
Scott
on
got
with
new
Scott
teeth.
He
got new teeth. He's looking better.
Oh, nice.
He got Lizzie a car. Took out a lot of loans.
Jeez.
But I don't know. I don't think they're gonna get married. He said that's why pencils have
He didn't say that's why pencils have erasers. I'm done with Clint. Clint is a mess.
They're gonna show a preview. Yeah, he's gonna go to the jail like, Tracy! Like, yell outside the jail. I'm like, what is wrong with you?
I know Clint's parents seem like the sweetest people in the world. They probably be thinking to themselves, how did our son get to this point? How did this happen?
Where did we mess up in life to raise our kid like this?
What did we do to him that this is where his life is right now?
He gives me anxiety every time I watch him and the other chick. Was it Caitlin?
Oh, Caitlin.
Both of them. I'm just like,
anxiety. Yeah.
Oh my God, I just cannot with him. I wonder what happened with him and his ex-wife, though. The one he meets up with to talk to sometimes. Because it seems like she still has a soft spot for him, like she still cares. And I wonder what happened that they got divorced.
She seems like she got it really together, and Clint is just too fly by night. Like, Clint is just like in the clouds, like she was probably too structured for him. She seems like, hey, Clint, the light bill is $150. We got to pay the light bill. And Clint's like, no, let's go to the water park and we'll have a blast. Like, Clint seemed like he wasn't structured enough for old girl on the ex-wife. She seemed like she got her life together.
And then we gotta talk about the virginity stealer, Michael.
Girl, I'm so glad you reposted that line. But can I tell you, your comments you were typing, that's what had me under the ground.
You see me swiping?
Like, yo, when you asked what about their nails, girl, throw the whole phone out. I died. I was like, Lala is a great nut, okay?
He went live right after the show, and usually I'm so happy that I was home to watch it live, because usually I tape it. I'm usually not home on Friday nights, so I'm just like, I'll watch it tomorrow, like, because Fridays I'm busy. But I was like, oh, I'm home. I'm watching this, like, live. I'm going to post about it. And then I was like, let me try to find his page, because I know Sarah's page. I know Megan's page. So then I just did, like, the hashtag Love After Lockup, and then found it. And then he posted this thing, like, going live after the show. I was like, ooh, nice. Yeah. I was like, I'm waiting, because I ain't got nothing to do tonight. So, yeah. I watched his whole live, and it's on my YouTube if y'all missed it. And it was just hilarious. Like, people were going in. Yeah. Going in. A lot of people, what they wanted to know was, are you with Megan? And then obviously he didn't answer that. He was just like, y'all need to watch the show, because he's under contract, so he can't break that, or I'm guessing they can sue him. And you know he ain't got no money. So, and then they kept saying, oh, where's Sarah? Are you still with Sarah? So then he just put it in a way that makes it that technically they're still married. So they're still together. And then during the live, Sarah actually came on. So, like, she didn't want to show her face. So he was, like, live chatting with his daughter. Yeah. So she was, like, on the bottom screen and they were talking. But then Sarah was, like, right there. You can kind of see part of her face. Yeah. And people were, like, really going in on Sarah. Like, the comments were just so rude and entertaining.
That's crazy.
She said some comment about Megan, and people was, like, going in on her. But I feel like people don't want to like Sarah because she's white. And I just don't understand it. First of all, Sarah's the wife, okay? Hello? She is the wife legally. So Megan is wrong. Like, everyone's trying to feel sorry for Megan because they're like, oh, she's getting used by this convict. Oh, he stole her virginity and blah, 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 blah. But, like, Sarah's the wife. So why are y'all so mad at Sarah? It gotta be her skin color. I'm like, why? Because she's a white chick that talks like she's hood from time to time? I just don't understand. But she has every right to be mad at Megan. I mean, not obviously take the anger out on Michael because he did this to you. But also with Megan, too, because Megan be talking hella reckless. I've seen her tweets talking about my wedding dress looked better and stuff like that. Come on, you being messy. You know that was the wife. Now you see it. Like, stop it. So, nah. But yeah, so they were going in. They were like, oh, like, Sarah, you're pathetic. You're using his live, for clout and blah, blah, blah. Like, why couldn't he just FaceTime his daughter privately? And she was like, I'm not even trying to be on the screen and stuff. But they were just, like, ripping her to shreds. And I was like, damn, people are so mean.
I just can't, that storyline, we all know they were locked up. So that's real, right? Like, all of them were in jail. Okay. Yeah. At some point, right, he married that girl. That was documented. That's real. Maybe the Megan is the industry plant, as they would say. Like, maybe Megan is the industry plant. The producer's like, hey, I need you to talk to this guy and let's pretend that, You think so? There's a love triangle. I don't know what it is, but I hope that Megan did not get on Love After Lockup and lose her virginity to this guy and didn't, do her due diligence. In this day and age, you talking about the baby's mom, every girl that would have been in a situation like that would have known exactly where Sarah lived, what Sarah looked like, Sarah's mom's address, what the baby looked like. Like, you exactly none of that. Come on.
And she playing hella stupid, like, I don't know what's going on. Michael and I just had sex and he had to leave the hotel. Like, B, where is your woman? Like, come on. Like, put it 2 and 2 together. Like, obviously there's another woman in the picture. You're not going to investigate that? And even the father and the brother are like, oh, you're home back early. The whole even from the jump, before they even had sex, when he stood her up at the airport, that right there, she should have done the relationship. Ain't no man. You at the airport, you already got your ticket, you about to get on a plane, and then the man's gonna stop you, somebody some, nah, don't come anymore. That's suspect right there.
Yeah.
I'm like, really?
Yeah. She can't be that naive. I just can't believe that Megan is that naive to be like, oh, I didn't know. Like, and then like somebody got to say something. You know, it's always that one person that slip up and say something. First of all, I think I said it last week on a live. Let somebody not call me, either Megan or Sarah. Let somebody not call me for 2 days. Oh, say no more. We're broken up, right? One day, I could be like, all right, maybe, you know, like when you're beefing, somebody needs a day to cool off. All right, I'll give you a 24-hour period. I'll give you a grace period. 48 hours, your stuff is in a box. It's outside. I've moved on. I'm sliding in DMs. It's over for you.
I'm sliding in DMs.
It's over for you. I've moved on. My heart is going.
Yeah, Michael was just able to walk right back in the house. I was like, my locks would have been changed.
That was doing a whole.
You're not gonna go out here for 24 hours. I don't know where you are, and nah, you wouldn't have been. Your key would not have worked. Okay, no. You would have been banging on the door like, no, I don't hear you.
Would have been that chain. You know how like the chain. You'd be like, I would have been, hello, can I help you? You don't live here no more.
I would have sent a text from the other side of the door. I am not home.
Like, you would have been on. Girl.
I wouldn't have left the airport. I still would have gone on that plane. My nosy ass. I would have done my investigation.
She bought a one-way ticket. Somebody she bought a one-way ticket because she don't know when she going home. What?
Yo, I cannot wait for this meetup. But obviously they're not going to fight because Sarah is pregnant. So she doesn't tell Michael. Oh, that's another thing he revealed in his live, guys. When he went live after the show, he said that Sarah's due, what was it, in like 2 weeks or something?
No.
Yeah, so she's due soon.
Gagging up.
And then on the show, when they show what's to come, it makes it seem like, I mean, I don't know what the edits, but it makes it seem like he's going to be with Sarah, like towards the end, and that he goes back to jail. I guess he violates his probation, parole, or whatever.
No.
And then it makes it seem like Megan's just left in the dust. So I was like, you stupid, babe. Like, spending $12,000 to talk to him in jail. Like, what is wrong with you?
Yo,
get your life together.
That kills me. I know quite a few people that their guy have been, you know, depending on what it is, they've been to jail and putting money on their books, putting money on the phones, spending like $10,000, $12,000. That's a part-time job. Like if you spending $10,000, $12,000, you need to go out and you need to get you a part-time job because that is like not no chump change. That's crazy.
I can never.
Wait, but
when Sarah said he's still with Megan,
what she be saying?
Sarah always talking in the comments.
What's her IG? What is her IG name?
I think it's like Sarah Love After Lockup.
Oh, I gotta find her page. Let me find her page.
Yeah. And then Megan's is, I forgot. Megan something. But it's not that hard to find though.
Oh no, it's right there. I see it.
Yeah. I saw something that Megan recently lost weight or something. She was like clapping back at someone on her page. And then she revealed that she used to weigh, what was it, like 280 pounds? And I was like, wow. What? Yeah, but she dropped like a lot of weight, like 70 pounds or something.
Their little daughter is so freaking cute.
Right?
Their beautiful. She is just...
I was so happy people was tearing him up in the comments about that because they was like, oh, what type of man are you for your daughter? Would you want your daughter to date a guy like you? And I was like, get his ass. And of course, he wasn't answering those questions. Like, how are you a guy dogging out these women and you have a daughter?
What's his IG? Is something the Amelie?
Dang, I forgot.
You know what? It's on your page. I'm gonna look on your page.
Yeah, I was about to go on my page and scroll down. Sarah, she's telling all the business. She knows she's on a contract. She better chill out because if he's really with Megan, then she's giving it away.
He is a whole mess. The official.
And then he said he does his braids himself. People was like, who does your hair?
The official Millie. Well, what is a Millie about?
Is the official Millie?
What a Millie do you have, sir?
Megan's Millie? I still want to know who paid for the hotel. That's one of the questions Sarah answered in the comments, though. She was like, Michael... Yeah, she was like, Michael didn't pay for it because the money he has goes to his daughter. She was like, either she paid for it or the producers. It had to have been the producers, though. But then you know what? As thirsty as Megan is, if she could pay $12,000 for phone calls, she would pay for that hotel.
Well, Megan's last name is Simmons, and Michael's last name is Simmons on IG, so I guess they still legally married. I'm sorry, Sarah.
Wait, Megan?
Sarah's
I was like...
bad. No.
I was going to say, what?
Sarah's last name is Simmons, and his... Girl, he got to have...
Yeah.
He got the nerve to have that he is a model and artist. I'm done. Who you modeling?
A model and what?
He's a model and artist in his bio. Who are you modeling for, sir?
Megan in the bedroom?
Listen, he said, I'm a model and an artist. That means you need a 9
get
to
them
5.
damn nails done.
You need some real income. I'm done.
Oh my gosh.
He out here flossing for the gram. Look at this. Is you modeling with all 25 likes?
And you know what's so sad? I've seen comments like, oh, sexy, you cute. And then chicks was telling him to stand up on the live. I was like, y'all see what he's doing to these chicks on the show. Like, we're watching the same show. Why are you still telling him he's sexy? Like, what is wrong with y'all? Like, women like dudes like that. I don't know what is wrong with some of us, but they're attracted to the bad boy. The guy who's not about nothing. The one who's not nice. The one who'll screw you over, mess up your credit. Like...
You ain't lying. You ain't lying.
Oh my gosh.
Honey. Mess up all your credit. Have all your bills in arrears.
I don't care how good the D is. Nah.
Did you watch,
we gotta do better, ladies.
Did you watch Married at First Sight?
I did.
Girl.
Which one? No, that wasn't a set. Oh, that was the phone swap.
Phone swap. Yes, honey.
Would you do that though? Like, I've done that once back in the day when my boyfriend and I worked at Kmart together, my ex, and we thought it was cute. This was like young love, and he'll be like, "Let me hold your phone. You hold my phone." I didn't think nothing of it. I'm like, okay, and it was like a Nokia phone. It was like some old school shit, and I'm like, anybody gonna call me anyway? But to me now, I would be like, for what? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just hold my phone for what?
Yeah. See, I've never been a snoop like that. Like, that's one of those girl genes that I just don't got in me. Like, I be mad.
That's
busy.
good.
I be like, I can't worry about like who might be doing what with who. Like, I can't deal with that. So I don't have anything in my phone. So even everything in this house, everybody, both my fiance and I, we got access to everything. Like, just iPad, he know the code to it. His computer, I know the code to it.
That's why he was trying to hide the ring. I was listening to your podcast. He couldn't even hide the ring.
It's like a free for all in here. Like, it's like we trust each other.
He said you went in the cabinet like, what's this? I was like, damn, Candace.
It's so funny because like the funny thing is like I don't be thinking nothing is a secret. So like I don't be, like whatever. But it's been plenty of times. Like listen, God will put what is supposed to be in your face. I'll never forget this. One of my exes left a cell phone in the car. And so I didn't think nothing of it. It kept buzzing. And you ever like drop a phone underneath like the seat in a car and like that's how I was like, you know how you hear your phone on vibrate? And I'm like, I had my phone in my hand. I'm like, so it's not my phone. Yeah. I'm like, he must have left his phone in the car. So I get out, look underneath, and it's all that. You know how stupid some people are? It was all these text messages on the front screen. So you know how you can hide your notifications? It wasn't.
So wait, he didn't have a password?
He didn't have a password. He didn't have like his notifications hidden. It was the actual text messages on the screen. And it was like, babe, I'm so sorry.
Rookie mistake 101.
I won't do it again. Please forgive me. and it had the girl's name. And I said, you know what? Good looking out, God. And it is so
wow.
like it was so funny. He called his brother and had his brother like come find my car. It was just a mess, girl. But I was like, you know, like it was. If you feel like you got a snoop, and you feel like there's something in those phones, you shouldn't have to. You shouldn't be in that relationship, right?
I always hear if you snooping, you looking for something, most likely you're gonna find it.
You're gonna find it.
Yeah.
100%.
I got one of those stories, but I was the bad person.
You got caught, Lala?
I was in Irvington chilling with my bestie, and we were with these dudes in this house, and we were just having a good old time. And then one of the guys I was hooking up with was like near me, so we're all laughing, chilling, him and his friends and stuff. And I didn't realize like my phone wasn't, I guess, locked, and I butt dialed my ex-boyfriend, and he didn't pick up, but it left him a voicemail, a long voicemail. So
listen.
So, yeah, that was my ass. I was like, when he confronted me, and I was like, I can't even deny it. Like, it's the voicemail. He was like, you was having a good old time. He listened to the whole thing, and then he made me listen to it. And I was like, oh, my God. Like, really?
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, man. But anyway,
but
yeah.
It's so funny. So, just real quick, we was just watching Married at First Sight. I was watching that before I got on the live. And Joe Budden had mentioned on his podcast about Lipstick Alley. And I would send like old things like way back in the day to Awesome about like Lipstick Alley. So he was like, why don't you go on Lipstick Alley and see what they're saying about Keith? That's the black couple, Christine and Keith. He was like, go see. They were demolishing Keith on Lipstick Alley. I was like, yo.
Why? Because he a mama's boy?
Mama's boy. They was calling him a bum. They was saying, like, how he don't got no money. Like,
but at least he's in school.
Yeah, girl, you know people don't care. I was like, yo, I don't even know why Awesome told me go on Lipstick Alley. I was like 100 pages in. I was like, this is crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, they was going in on him. But the thing is, so if y'all don't watch it, Love After Lockup, we got, you know, it's the married couples that marry at first sight. Married at First Sight.
Married at First Sight, yeah.
Married at First Sight. It's 4 couples. So it's a black couple on there, and the one guy is like an ultra mama's boy, and the girl, she's like, you know, she's more the breadwinner, but she's really sweet. So they swap phones. That's one of the exercises. Like, let me see what's in your phone just to see if there's anything that's not copacetic. Baby, he got all these pictures of ass and titties of his old girlfriend still in the phone.
She was like, whose boobs are these? I was like, oh.
Like, the minute that you like, all right, film is going to start. Let me get at least the app that you can lock and hide the phone, the pictures in the photo album. Something, player, like, you got to be smarter than that. Like, you didn't think
exactly.
You was going to look through your phone? Like, girl.
Like, have you not seen Married at First Sight the previous seasons? Because they always do this phone swap exercise. Right. Prepare yourself. Like, I always told my friends, I'm like, the next serious relationship I get into, I'm changing my phone number. Because this phone number that I have, like, I used to have 2 phone numbers, and I canceled out the other one. But my current real phone number I've had since I was 18 years old.
Wow.
So until today, and I'm about to be 34, I randomly get random shit. Like, hey, is this still Lynette? And I'm just like, okay, who's this? And I don't even have the number. And I'm like, you know what? It's because I've had this damn phone number since I was 18. Yeah. And you know how many dudes I've been talking since then? It's like, so anyone can just hit me up. So I'm like, the next serious relationship, not even like marriage, just serious relationship, I'm going to be done with it. I'm changing my phone number. And that's just like a way to start clean. Like, I'm not trying to be like a key, you know, like, get all this shit in my phone. So I'm just like, nope.
I tell all my girlfriends, right? And I know that this isn't easy for some people. But I am that person, like, once we're done, like, you are, like, out my life. Like, no contact, no anything. So, as soon as I'm done with somebody, I delete everything. Emails, phone numbers, text messages, If you had something downloaded on my computer, I purge. Like, you don't, I be forgetting. People like, oh, it's so-and-so's birthday. It's so bad, right? Like, you know how you have like a nickname for your boo or whatever? Mm-hmm. My friend said the legal name of one of my exes to me, and I was like, who? And she was like, girl. She was like, yo, and I was so dead ass. I was like, who? Like, who you talking about? They was like, so. And I'm like, I still was like, who are you talking about? She was like, girl, you are a mess. I was like, girl, I forgot what his legal name was.
That's good, though.
It's crazy.
Not me. I'm still rocking his hoodie. It's like, didn't y'all break up a year ago? And I'm like, but I like this hoodie. Okay.
It be having to go. I'd be like, it'd be so cleansing. Like, well, let me just get rid of all of that. And I think that's why, like, I don't be having bad blood with people that I've dealt with. But they definitely be like, yo, she is a cold heart. Like, it was like somebody said something to me about like somebody's birthday. And I was like, I don't even know when that person's birthday is. That is bad. Like,
damn. I still know all my exes' because you know what? Most of them were Scorpios. And it's like hard. It's like I can't forget it. You know what I'm saying? It's like all them damn November birthdays. And I'm like, damn, ex's birthday. And I'm like, what's up? Like, no more Scorpios anyway. But
if it's not Austin's birthday, I can't remember. Like, I really can't remember anybody's birthday that I've dealt with.
I think if the birthdays were scattered in other months, then I would, like, lose track. Yeah. But, like, literally, I've dated, like, a bunch of Scorpios. And I'm like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
So.
Hey, Maggie. What's up, girl? What's going on?
But what happened? Oh, okay. So with the whole Kristen and Keith thing, so he had the titties in his phone. It was his exes, and she was like, "I feel like you should delete this." He was kind of at first like, "But why? Like, I didn't even know the pictures was there. You know, like it wasn't a big deal to him." But then I like how Pastor Cal came in and was like, "The pics serve no purpose right now, and Christina is your world." And, you know, it kind of got through Keith's head, and he was like, all right, let me go ahead and delete these photos. I was like, all right, like, like if your wife is telling you to delete the photos, you need to delete the damn photos.
Word.
Don't question her. Just do it. Like, what purpose? For what? Why do you need your ex's titties in your phone?
Exactly.
So, and then, they had Kate and Luke. So, did you see the part with Kate's friends?
Kate.
When her friends came over? Because was this the episode when he told the counselors that his wife has like a drinking problem?
Yeah. I didn't realize her friends came over. I remember them sitting down with Dr. Pepper.
No, her friends, she had like two of her close friends come over, and she was like catching them up. Yeah, they were like, how's the relationship? And then that's when she was like, oh, he's not that attracted to me. And then they were like, wait, he told you this? And she was like, yeah, like a couple times. And they're just like, and she's like, and I'm like, girl, you're the only one laughing. Like, no one else is laughing. Your friends aren't laughing at you. It's not funny. And they were just pointing out, like, that's not okay. That's weird.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't know. She's fucking weird, yeah. They're just like, that's a little odd, you know, that your husband's telling you he's not attracted.
She'd be like, well, everything's okay. Like, girl.
Oh, her voice. Well, you know, like...
Yes.
Yeah, but I like how they were pointing out the red flags, and they were basically just like, you know, they're not feeling him. They're like, Luke is going to hurt her in the end. And I'm like, ding, 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 ding. Come on, if your friends don't like the guy, that's a red flag right there.
Yeah.
So.
And I feel like I'm very empathetic. I feel like his story that he was telling Dr. Pepper about, you know, his friend getting hit by a drunk driver, and that's why he doesn't like, you know, the drinking. I'm empathetic to that. But that still gives you no excuse. First of all, you didn't verbalize that right. I was watching it with Awesome. He was like, even in the clips, they was trying real hard to find 3 clips of her drinking. It's not like she guzzling it down every 5 seconds. It was like 3 distinct different clips of like different days.
Then he took us to a restaurant.
Yeah.
So then they had drink. I was like, if your wife has such a problem, why are you letting her drink at dinner?
Exactly.
Why do you give her 2 bottles of wine when you guys move in together? I would be offended as hell. I wish somebody would tell me I had a drinking problem because I drink wine every night. I would be like, I don't need you in my life.
He real hard. He's doing a lot, but like I still every time like even Dr. Pepper this week asked him like, "Are you telling me the truth? Like, do you want to be in this with her?" And he was like, "Yeah." I'm like, he is lying. He is lying through his teeth.
BS all over his face. I even thought the drunk friend story was fake. I just look at him as such a liar now that everything he says, I'm just like when he cuddles with Kate, when he kisses Kate, I'm like, you're full of shit. He's talking about this story. I was like, I bet you a friend didn't even die from a drunk driver. And I'm like, God forbid the friend did actually die then. But I'm just like, everything that's coming out of his mouth, I just feel like it's BS. I just don't believe him. Yeah, he's not attracted to her. Which I feel like he should man up, like, as a man and just, talk to the counselors. And don't be a dick about it, but like talk to the counselor and be like, honestly, I'm not feeling it. She I tried and I can't do it. I don't want to waste their time anymore, and just be nice about it and then get out of the relationship. Even like Pastor Cal told him, if you're not going to be the man that I'm expecting you to be, then you need to get out. That was a perfect opportunity for him to deuces. Peace out. But he wants to be on TV for his business. Like, that's what I believe. Yeah. That's what he's doing it for. And it's sad because she's actually there for love. And he's just like, nah.
What's the other black
now he's just acting. Will and Jasmine.
I feel like they're in the friend zone. I feel like exactly what Pastor Cal was saying. Like, don't get in the friend zone. I think that
You think so?
I think they're in the friend zone.
Will turned me on even more because he likes smart chicks. And his friend not the friend. They did the after show. Yeah. And the hosts were talking to Keith. And then they were like, what do you think that, Jasmine can do or whatever? And then they were like, maybe she can stimulate his mind and be like, intellectually and stuff like that. And, stimulate his mind that way because, and then he was pointing out that he's attracted to like very smart girls. And then the host was like, oh, well, Jasmine has her master's and stuff. And it's like, yeah, but she's not doing something right. And then even when she was like, what's your fantasy? I think to Will was like, yeah, if you do like a librarian bun and wear glasses. She was like, what?
Wow.
So you can kind of tell what he's into. So I'm like, she should kind of play that role and then, pull him in that way or something. Yeah.
I can see him.
Nerd.
I can see him really liking like an artsy girl, like really intellectual into like, art and literature and that kind of stuff. I can see that with him. Like, he's very laid back, casual kind of vibe. Yeah. Like, I like him and I do like her. I just think that they're friend zoning each other. I do. I feel like at that point.
Well, she's ready to get it on, but then it's like, she's like, oh no, I need him to be the aggressor. My husband should be making the move, which I feel like if she wants it so bad, she should kind of set it up in her mind, to like get him to that point. Because he's moving slow and he's like, no, I need to get to know you first, not look at you like a piece of meat. Yeah. So she needs to be the one to make the move because they're dragging it out and it's getting worse. The longer you wait is like more friend zone. So nah.
And then the other couple, I feel like the goofy white guy, he chilled out a lot. AJ. Because he was like making me anxious. I was like, you need to chill out, sir. Like, you are very, like,
when he gets mad,
upset. Yeah.
He was like, so where are we going for lunch? All right, so you need to hurry up and pick a place because I'm hungry. I was like, ooh. And she's taking it all in. She's so good. Like, she's calm. She's just like, it's like it seems like she's been married to him for like 10 years already. Like, she already knows his mood swings, his attitudes, and she just takes it and just, that's it. Yeah. Just keeps it in. She's just like, okay. And she just keeps on talking. I'm like, I would not be able to ignore that. Yeah. Like, I would flip out on his ass. Mm-hmm. Oh, the countdown's coming on.
Oh, man.
I'm happy too.
Facts.
He was bothering me.
I think it was, how your hair get a little messed up on the honeymoon, like going to the water. I think that's what it was. She went and got her.
You about to get cut off.